clearly the rapture is after the devil is defeated. I mean, a 5-year-old could read the Bible and see that that's what it says. It's after Satan is thrown into the pit by the archangel, tied with the big chain. It's all clearly there, that God comes back, blows the trumpet, the dead in Christ, and then all of this. And it's an interpretation, but in the last 150 years, the big globalist-funded preachers have taught everybody it's always the end of the world. And German Christians didn't fight Hitler until later because they thought he was the Antichrist, the end of the world. Communists in Russia thought Lenin and Stalin were both Antichrist. Christians in Cambodia thought Pol Pot was the Antichrist. And there are many Antichrists. There's an Antichrist spirit, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to fight evil. And now they say 501c3 churches, render unto Caesar, do whatever government says it's ordained by God. Really, we're the government. The Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, Constitution is what we're supposed to follow. It's godly government if it's ordained by God and following that. But when government, I've seen preachers on TV say the Christians should have worshipped false idols and that they were sinning to be thrown to the lions. This is the teaching of devils. You'd get more truth going to a satanic church because at least they're being honest about what they stand for than one of these churches. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Because real Satanism, it doesn't have a picture of a hot blonde on the wall with some nerd with an egghead trying to act evil and scary. Some guy that if you caught him in an alley and pulled out a knife and showed them real evil, because good can flip on the real switch, would literally beg on their knees. They don't know what evil is. Evil comes to you as friendly and loving and going to protect you. It's going to keep you out of harm's way. You're not going to have to face any adversity. You're just going to have to give up your free will and join the collective, and everything will be all right. Satanists are children. They don't know anything about true evil. Let's go ahead and take a phone call. John in Texas, your take on 2012. Do you agree or disagree with me, or what would you like to add?
I just think it's a tough question, Alex, because the globalists have screwed the world up so bad. If they were to launch an attack on Iran before New Year's and it chain reacted into a World War III with nuclear weapons flying, it could be the end of the world. And with them controlling with these weather weapons and stuff, I mean, it's hard to say.
Well, I think that is the only proviso that I did not make, and that I'm glad you raised, but I've made that point before. I'm just saying I agree with you, that they've got weather weapons. They've got so many other systems that they're so crazy that they possibly could detonate antimatter weapons, which they admitted to the San Francisco Chronicle they had about 7 years ago, and I've confirmed they've had for at least 20 years. They could destroy us with their fission fusion, cyclotrons, their heavy superconducting super colliders, their particle beam weapons, their experiments. Yeah, they could kill us anytime, and that'd be the end of it.
I had one real quick question, Alex, before I leave.
Yeah.
Dr. Strangelove, why don't you ever play that clip where Sterling Hayden goes into a rant about fluoride, how it was a communist plot? I thought that, you'd have that on there.
I asked for that, and I don't think I was clear with it. I said, get me the Dr. Strangelove clip where General Jack T. Ripper talks about fluoridating ice cream mandrake, children's ice cream. And I ended up getting the other clip, which is interesting. But, yeah, we should get that. We're going to start adding more movie clips to the show. That's actually something I've got planned in my journal right there that I'm going to try to launch in the next week. But, yes, sir, great points. Anything else?
It really was a communist plot, Alex.
I know. It's in, 2 Pulitzer Prize-winning books. Scherer's Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, and one other. It came out in the Nuremberg trials that during the split up of Poland by the Nazis and the Soviets, Nazis visited. This came out in the hearings. They visited Soviet gulags, and they noticed they were adding about 5 parts per million sodium fluoride to the water to make people docile, so the Nazis took it back. Yeah, no, it is a communist plot, yeah.
Because when I was just started reading newspapers in like 1959, when I was about 10 years old, when they just started that program, the newspapers were criticizing the John Birch Society because they were opposing it, saying, "Oh, those crazy John Birchers." Well,
exactly. But communism's only one floor. Guys, I'll grab it during the break. John P. Holdren's Eco-Science, it's a eugenics plot. They just want to make you communist so you're dependent on them, but there's a level above that and then another level above that. And yeah, no, we live under a communist plot. I mean, look at it. We're by and large a communist country now with kind of a fascist gravy on top, directed by eugenicists who are exempt from it all. Yeah. No, they poison our food, our water, everything. Yeah, it's a communist plot. Yeah. Have you ever wanted to generate your own supply of electrical power, even save money on your electric bill? If so, this could be one of the most important messages you will ever hear. Solar-powered generators are now available. These emergency backup systems provide life-saving electrical power. Unlike gas generators, a solar generator runs quietly, emits no fumes, and produces electricity from the sun. It's like having an electrical power plant running quietly in your own home. Run sump pumps, shortwave radios, computers, and even keep your food from spoiling. Whether it's hurricanes, ice storms, brownouts, or blackouts, you'll never suffer through painful power outages again. And here's the best news. A remarkable fall truckload sale is going on right now that gets you $1,700 in bonuses when you buy a solar generator. To find out why these solar generators are the best generators and get $1,700 in bonuses for doing so, go to falltruckloadsale.com. That's falltruckloadsale.com. Generate your own supply of electricity. Go to falltruckloadsale.com. That's falltruckloadsale.com.
Hello, this is Ty Bollinger, author of the best-selling book, Cancer, Step Outside the Box. I want you to know some very important information. In 1985, President Ronald Reagan requested that Carnivora be sent directly to the White House at a time when only the president could obtain this world-class healer. Now, 27 years later, Carnivora capsules are used around the world to keep people healthy. Now you can protect yourself and your loved ones in this age of superbugs with 17 naturally occurring compounds that instinctively respond to abnormal cells only without harming a single normal cell. If you want to stay healthy, now's your chance to literally wake up your critical immune cells to attack harmful invaders that don't belong in your body. Call 1-866-VENUS-FLY or order from carnivora.com. That's carnivora.com. That's 1-866-836-8735, 1-866-VENUS-FLY, or visit carnivora.com. Protect your immune system. It's the only one you've got.
Being an armed citizen means having a gun with you all the time. Carrying a firearm every day requires a holster that is both concealable and comfortable. Whether you choose our Super Tuck Deluxe or Mini Tuck, you'll have the confidence that comes from being discreetly and comfortably armed, prepared to face unforeseen dangers. Crossbreed holsters are handmade in the USA, come with a lifetime warranty, and a 2-week try-it-free guarantee. Order your holster today at crossbreedholsters.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
In more ways than one, it's going to be a November to remember. Going on now, and just in time for the holidays, Emergency Essentials offers a huge Mountain House sale only at BePrepared.com. All Mountain House cans are 20 to 32% off. For example, a can of Mountain House Chili Mac, regularly $25.49, is now only $17.24. Scrambled eggs with bacon, usually $31.89, now only $21.56. And save 26% on a 3-day emergency kit, or save $123 on a 1-month supply of freeze-dried and dehydrated foods. Gift shoppers, check out the Katadyn Vario water filter at 26% off, or get special pricing on the Gerber suspension multi-tool and the Volcano stove collapsible cooking combo. For details, call 800-999-1863 to experience exceptional customer service and Emergency Essentials low price guarantee. But hurry, the November to Remember sale ends November 30th. That's 800-999-1863. The choice is clear. Be unprepared or BePrepared.com.
I should do a whole report on this sometime, how secret societies really began in every civilization, why they develop the same, why they always end up at human sacrifice. And in summation, it's because control freaks gravitate into positions of power as scam artists telling the tribe that they will make the crops grow, they will keep the marauders away, they will make the sun and moon come back from eclipses, if the general population becomes their slaves. And that's what Al Gore does. I mean, they get on the news like you're a primitive, and they say, you see that hurricane? Doesn't matter if there have been more than 20 that bad or worse that have hit in the last 400 years on the East Coast that have flooded things out like that since the Spanish discovered this area. Discovered it for Europe. It was a discovery of Europe. It's kind of like if you didn't know the sun was outside, you walked out and discovered it was up there. It doesn't mean others don't know it's there. So I always get emails saying, Alex, you know, Europeans didn't discover America. It was here before. That's arguing how many angels can dance on the head of a pin. My point is, I don't know how people's brains work. Sometimes it just doesn't even matter. The issue here is that that's what Bloomberg says. He says, we need carbon taxes because of the hurricane. Pay the mega banks money, and they will save you from the hurricane. And then they say, pay more taxes, and government will save you from the hurricane. And government still, 3 weeks into the hurricane, isn't helping people. They're having to help themselves on the East Coast. Just an example. And that's what 2012 is. It's just government witch doctors saying it's the end of the world, so you don't bother to be involved because you think everything's over. And then that makes you basically dead inside because you believe you're already dead, which is just an example of how they want you to hate yourself, think you're bad, and think you're dead already, so you just stand down and basically aren't a real person while they control human development. That's what it's all about. Brendan in Wisconsin, thanks for holding. You're on the air.
Hey, Alex. We talked down in Chantilly at Bilderberg, and over Thanksgiving I showed some of my relatives in Indiana talked to them about some of the footage that we took with you and Aaron and Joe Bannister, Stuart Rhodes, and Abby Martin, others. And we actually made some headway around the Thanksgiving dinner tables and talking with some of the family elders about, they were bringing up some Christian points of family and unity, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And though I was not raised Christian, we all kind of came to agree that there is some sort of a spiritual warfare that is being conducted. And
sure, you can call it wavelength. I mean, they've proven that people know when someone's looking at them. They've proven that there is a sixth sense. They just don't understand it. So yes, there are unseen things going on.
And my sixth sense is very strong. And so when you talk about your spidey sense, I know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't go into that with them, but there's, I think, kind of a central philosophy meeting point where many of your former guests, like Alfred Adask, Alan Watt, David Icke, Jordan Maxwell, Fritz Springmeier, would all kind of agree with an author of a book that I think would complement the InfoWars store very well. I heard an interview with him, and I won't plug the other radio show.
I don't care, man. Just what's the book?
Okay. It's called,
here's the deal. I'm going to put you on hold. We don't screen your calls unless we're having a particular topic and we go, hey, are you on topic? But I may just start screening them because people want to be screened. They want to be screened. And they want to get on air and have a call screening with me on air. And it's become one of my pet peeves. I'm not trying to be mean here. It just really is starting to punch my buttons. Just tell me the name of the book. I don't need a big build-up or provisos. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I won't. Then I don't even need to mention it, but the book does explore. Well, that's all right. It wasn't my point, actually. My point is that 9/11 as a mass occult ritual was kind of the point of the book.
Hold on a minute. I want the book plugged. See, look, here's the deal. I'm getting where I get really upset if things are totally illogical. You can call it neurotic, whatever you want. I don't understand. Am I a bad communicator? Because you come on and then you say, I don't want to plug something. And I go ahead. I want to know the name. What is it? Everyone listening does. And then you won't tell me. I appreciate your call. It's not meant to happen. Thank you very much for the call. I don't know what's going on with people, man. It's weird. Because I guarantee you wouldn't have given it to us. I mean, it's just like a dance thing. And I just won't. I guess we've got to implement crawl screening. just because it's what they want. I mean, to really